Hello, 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 my absolutely fabulous Fujoshi family. Welcome back to the Zealed Fujoshi podcast, the one and only podcast where we pair our professional analytical lens with an unapologetically passionate heart to explore the vast, vibrant world of Yaoi. I am your host, Cece, and I'm practically buzzing to get into today's topic with all of you. We are returning to the intense, intoxicating, and often soul-crushing world of Jinx by the masterful Mingwa. But this isn't just any chapter. Today we are talking about chapter 60. Now, for those of us who have been in the fandom game for a while, we know the milestone chapters, the 50s, the 60s, the 100s. They often carry a special weight. They are frequently the culmination of an entire arc, a powder keg of emotions that's been building for weeks or months. And in a series as fraught with tension as Jinx, chapter 60 promises to be nothing short of explosive. We're here, of course, for our beloved MMA champion, Joo Jaekyung, a man who communicates primarily through glares and possessiveness, and our resilient physiotherapist, Kim Dan, who carries more emotional burdens than his entire medical kit. Alright, is everyone ready? Take a steady breath. Okay, this chapter is just wow. Just as suspected, Mingwa did not come to play. There is absolutely zero gentleness leading into this chapter because the moment you land into this chapter, it's just a gut punch. Brace yourself because after I finished reading, and I think I ascended at a certain point, or maybe I just died, maybe both. That was chapter 60, folks. I do have to say that I'm very happy to see Kim Dan finally standing up and, kind of pushing Jaekyung back. I was screaming at my phone when I saw it. It's like I knew it. It would lead to this. All the little clues were being pointed to this exact explosion in chapter 60. There's a deep satisfaction in seeing narrative trends you've been tracking finally come together in a meaningful way. I really don't care what Jaekyung's reasons are. What he did in this chapter was just cruel. My heart is still in a million pieces for him. I really do think that Kim Dan deserves the entire world, a mountain of apologies from Jaekyung, maybe a winning lottery ticket, and a lifetime of peace. Chapter 60 just proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt. The sheer vulnerability Mingwa drew in Kim Dan's expression in one panel, I feel like it's just going to haunt me. It's a testament to Mingwa's skill that we feel very protective over this fictional character. Also, Jaekyung is really pushing a lot of things too far. I was kind of hoping what I saw in this chapter is like him finally showing a silver of humanity to us. But this chapter is, going to be what defines this entire redemption arc. There is no defending his action in chapter 60. None. Trauma is a reason, not an excuse. He has so much work to do if he ever wants to be worthy of Kim Dan. I think for the first time, Jaekyung realized he could truly lose Kim Dan. That look in his face wasn't just anger, it was fear. Am I crazy for seeing that? The complexity is the meat of the story, and it's really what makes this discourse so rich. So where do we even go from here? Chapter 60 completely changed the dynamic. There's no going back to the things were. I genuinely have no idea what to expect in this series. It's terrifying and exhilarating. Mingwa has ripped up the rulebook. The feeling of narrative, the uncertainty after this huge event is a sign of really as a very, very successful climax. The story feels fresh and unpredictable again. And with that, my wonderful listeners, this is all the time we have for today's deep dive in Zealed Fujoshi. Chapter 60 of Jinx was a journey, and I'm so glad we could take it together. I'm your host, Cece, and I want you to know I really really want to know also how you felt. What was your most unforgettable moment in this chapter? Find us in your favorite podcast platform of choice. Leave a review and share your thoughts. Your voice is vital to the Zealed Fujoshi community. Join me next time as we continue to explore the rich, complex, and endlessly fascinating universe of Jinx with passion and professionalism it deserves. Until then, take care of your hearts, especially after a chapter like this, and keep your Fujoshi spirit burning bright. This is Cece signing off.